Right, good morning, traders and investors. The futures are pointing red here once more today, and we're not going to give up. Well, software stocks are under the pressure. Man, are they under the pressure. The question today is simple. Is this fear or is this the opportunity? Buy some software stocks. So let's break this down before the bell edition here at Wealth Down. Like and subscribe to the channel. Definitely like this video. It's going to help us out a lot if you want to help the channel here to grow. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody that we are here to build and protect wealth. So remember, Wealth Down, here to build and protect wealth. That's what we're going to do. So let's just cover a couple of futures here. We're going to cover gold, we're going to cover silver, we're going to cover Bitcoin. So let's get started with, first of all, S&P futures, ES mini, pointing down once more. Let me open up here the big chart. This is to the minute, going down like crazy, hitting that 50-day moving average. Let's just go to a yearly chart. Man, when I drew this, we were in great danger, and since then we just kind of lagged along here. So let's just be realistic. S&P futures hit here. The 20-day got pushed back to the 50-day, hit the 50-day, broke through the 50-day, and now they have the 50-day as resistance and the 20-day as resistance above them, and have the 100-day and the 200-day as supports underneath of them. RSI pointing downwards, kind of giving up their strength. Now, the MACD was trying to trigger a buy signal. If it does not hold today, it's going to fail. Then we're going to have the sell signal continuing. Also, the NASDAQ, the same thing, got sold out of here. Now, this one, which also has the software stocks within it, is heading free. So not only that it has three major resistance, moving average as resistance lines above its head, the 100-day, the 50-day, and the 20-day. The problem now starts to be that the 20-day crossed the 50-day and is almost time that it's going to cross the 100-day moving average. And this is going to be bad. It's really, really bad. Okay, let's move on further to oil. Now, with the recent talks of USA invading Iran, starting a war there, of course, oil is pointing upwards. Oil futures pointing upwards. I did a couple of trades on oil. Got a little bit of money there, but now I'm kind of iffy here. It's not overbought. Maybe there is still a trade in there. I'm going to take a look, but this time not at the futures, because they can explode. They can rip you apart if you don't have the buying power. So I'm going to take a look at US oil. Is the ticker symbol USO. Once again, exactly as it stays here, US oil. But just USO is the ticker symbol for that specific ETF. And maybe I'm going to sell a couple of puts here, down here at the red one, which is the 100-day moving average. Now it's a 200-day moving average. Sorry about that. Okay, nat gas. Man, this little fella really ripped us apart here. Now it came down. It found support once more. So what is gas going to do? We're kind of getting into the warmer season. But until we get there, we still have the end of February in front of us, and we still have March in front of us. And we know that in February, March, there still is a high probability of some cold weather heading towards us. So is this the end? Well, I don't know, and it certainly points like we could see some recovery in gas. I wouldn't touch gas. I'm really rarely trading gas because it's not called the widowmaker for no reason. Now, gold is bullish here. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at gold. So if we just do this little Fibonacci retracement, let me do it once more. Let me do this Fibonacci extension, not retracement, extension. So we had here our last breakout, we had our lows, we had our highs. If I pull it down here, so our recent max low, and this is the tail, the wick of the candle, then I would say that we are heading here for 61 and even for 100. So I'm in gold right now. I'm going to take profits at 61, and then I'm going to take profits at 100. And if it goes higher, then by all means, I'm going to make some money on gold. If not, I'm going to stop out at my break-even point and leaving that with only 50% profit. Now, silver, on the other hand, looks bullish once more. Let's do here also a Fibonacci extension. So, but this one is a little bit harder because actually the last one was here. And oops, the wrong one once more. The last one was kind of here. Here's the high, there's the low. And we can see that it has a lot of run. Let's do it once more. It has a lot of space to run. It has a lot of running field here. So why not try and get into a trade here? Now I'm going to use SLV, of course, and GLD for this kind of trades. I'm not going to use the futures because they could rip you apart. It's far, far, far too dangerous for me right now. Okay, copper doing its thing here. I'm expecting copper to have a pullback with the market. I'm also expecting, by the way, the market to have a pullback. Also, I'm going to set up an iron condor today when the opening bell is going to ring, which is just in a couple of minutes. We have 18 minutes until the bell rings and the stock market will open. Dollar weaker and Bitcoin and Ethereum down. Now again, Bitcoin is down in this beautiful area where I'm still accumulating Bitcoin. Delicious, delicious Bitcoin down here to accumulate. If this, which is a huge area, breaks down, so I'm going to accumulate Bitcoin the entire way as long as it stays in here. If this breaks down, then the next one is down here. So at 4,000 something, I would accumulate Bitcoin once more, and then 1,600. So not giving up on Bitcoin, not at all. Ethereum, on the other hand, is already down here. I'm not adding to Ethereum. I'm waiting for it. If it comes down here, then I'm going to add to Ethereum once more. It's currently in the second accumulation area, which, as I already said, was this one. Let me just drop it down here. This was the second accumulation area. Want to add to Ethereum? Be my guest, but I would wait till it breaks this area and comes down here to the third area. And this is where I would like to add some more Ethereum. Don't get me wrong, Ethereum is also great, but Bitcoin is better. That's just my opinion. If you have any kind of different opinion, please leave it in the comment section below. Remember, we are building and protecting wealth here. We're not throwing away our money. Also, RSI looking as it wants to go up, but it can still get oversold. Okay, that's it for these little fellows for the futures. Now let's go through a couple of movers here, which are, first of all, MSFT, Microsoft. Is this a buy for Microsoft? Our top software stocks are getting sold off heavily. And I think I should just move this down. I think that Microsoft is kind of now in the make or break situation. So I added Microsoft down here. If it's going to come down here to the area of 300, 350 is the second area where I would love to add some more Microsoft. If not, then I'm going to wait for this to come up. But Microsoft, truth being told, if this stock disappears, then I'm going to eat a booth because this is just one of the best stocks out there in the market. Now, of course, it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy with Microsoft. They are the major holders of OpenAI. So when that thing goes public, it's going to be really, really interesting for Microsoft, for the Microsoft stock. What will happen when OpenAI goes public? Because it's maybe planned to go public this year alongside with not Salesforce, what am I thinking? Come on, Elon Musk's SpaceX. Yes. So if this goes public, I'm going to not touch Microsoft as long as that stock stabilizes. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Guess what? ADBE. And that is Adobe. Now, I've been asking this question for a long, long time. Is there a real world where we can live without Adobe? And only on the technical sides, it's kind of gone. I don't know where the next accumulation area is. I don't even care. That's why I'm asking for myself the question, is there a world without Adobe? And yes, there could be a world without Adobe, but I don't think that world will exist until some other software will replace it. And let's just go back to the last earnings. So, earnings 1.88% to the upside, revenue 1.37% to the upside. Let's go back once more. So, this was the 10th of December 2025. Let's go back to the 11th of September 2025. Earnings 2.41% up, revenue 1.18% up. Let's go even further back. Earnings 1.75% above expectancies, okay? So beats, these are beats. In July, they beat earnings once more, 1.75%. Revenue, 1.28%. Let's go one more back, March 2025. So the entire year of 2025 beat earnings. Even further, 2024 beats earnings. In September, beats earnings. In June, beats earnings. In March, beats earnings. And the stock still went down. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here with a company that is profitable, that is beating earnings, that is getting new customers and holding those customers? Why are we selling this stock down? Why? Well, fear. Fear. Now I'm going to just say this is it. This is far too much fear for me. It's going to have a bounce. Where? I don't know. But I'm buying. I'm a buyer of Microsoft. I'm a buyer of Adobe. And I'm looking to buy the next one, which is CRM, Salesforce. Is there a world without Salesforce? Well, it could be. But still, we still need a replacement. Could this go even further down? Well, I'm expecting this to go down exactly as we had in our other stocks to come down. Just selected the brush rectangle here. We have here one major area of support, of price support, okay? Because all of our supports are gone. All of our moving averages are gone. Even if I go to the weeklies, all of the moving averages are gone. The only thing technically we can ride here is this last line of support, which is if it breaks the 120 stance, or also if it comes into 100, this is what I'm waiting for actually, the 170-ish. We come in here with the last pullback in the market. Something's going to happen. We're going to have another pullback in the market. So I wouldn't jump into these stocks right now. I would wait just a tinge. You could do a starting position. You could do a 1% of your portfolio right now. And if you want to be stopped out, just hit in the 120 and you're confirming then that it's lost. It's just a lost cause. So that's one. And the second one, of course, is Salesforce. Not Salesforce. It's why am I forgetting this? Now. That's the ticker symbol. It's ServiceNow. Again, a company that is beating earnings and revenue with each earnings call. So what the heck are we doing here? 2 years in a row of beats, and still the stock is selling off on these major software and AI fears. Now we're in the weekly now. Everything is broken. Every moving average has been beaten up, and our last line of support is down here. So this is where I'm looking for to add to ServiceNow. If it reaches this, I'm going to add to the stock. I'm going to open now. It's going to be a fresh new position, not even not add to the stock. It's going to be a fresh position, and this is where I would love to add to the stock for a long time holding. Could you follow along? Of course not. You have to make up your own damn mind. You have to do your own research. My research shows that not only here, but actually at where it's currently positioning. Remember, these stocks had just take a look at the not here, not showing here. Let's just go in here. We're talking about a EPS of 0.97. Okay, earnings per share. We're talking about revenue of 13.28 billion. So if this doesn't cry, this doesn't scream buy now, I don't know what. But still, you have to do your own research. You just have to make up your own mind, and you have to support the consequences. Maybe the consequences will be that you're going to double from here and go up there in the 240s again, and everything is going to be perfect. But maybe it's going to go down. It's going to go to zero. It's going to go to negative. It can go to negative, but it certainly can go to zero. So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section below. I also have a poll. Definitely check out the poll. Is it Microsoft? Is it Salesforce? Is it none of them? I should have added the last one. Or just type into the comment section none. Is it time to buy? Say no. It's not the time to buy. It's time to sell. Would love to hear from you. With this being said, I'm Norbert Meinhardt. This is Wealth Tom. Subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell in order to get notified when I post new videos like this. This was live on the Before the Bell edition. Ladies and gentlemen, see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.